All right, YouTube. I hope you're doing good today. My name is Jeremiah from New Life Counselling. Hey, what's going on here? What's up with the scarf thing happening? All right. Um, you know what? What I'm going to talk about today is actually all seasons, multi-seasonal discussion. But there are two particular seasons that tend to come up the most often, at least in the work I do and many other therapists that I've talked to, all right? But there are other seasons. We'll mention those as well. What are we talking about? We're talking about holiday seasons, all right? You know that thing where you actually get a day off, and even if the season or the holiday has nothing to do with what your belief system is, I'll still take a day off, thank you very much, okay? And of course, we know certain seasons too don't have days off, all right? But the ones I really want to focus on that I'll be using as an example on are, of course, the number one holiday season, dun, 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 Christmas. Oh my gosh, all right? But it's not just Christmas. Well, prior to Christmas, we've got two other seasons that are very popular. In the middle, between the first one I'm going to mention in just a moment and Christmas, is this thing called Halloween. Now, that's not a holiday. You don't get a day off, although I'm sure with the candy that the kids are having, it's almost like, thank goodness, because you can send them, where their eyes are beating red and like, I'm overdosing on candy, right? Hopefully I haven't triggered too many parents. Okay. The one before that is, of course, Thanksgiving. All right, I'm telling you, wow, what a season. It's a bunch of seasons, right? Thanksgiving, to Halloween, to Christmas. Oh my gosh. And then, of course, after Christmas is New Year's. Some people actually like New Year's more than they do Christmas, vice versa. All sorts of different things. Prior to Thanksgiving over here, we've got the the summer holidays. All right, that can be its own different unique challenge. All of these different things. Oh, and of course, other ones like Easter and family days. In Canada, we have a thing called Family Day. That's not something that's in the States, I don't believe. And of course, Thanksgiving is different too, right? We have a different Thanksgiving Day than the other one. If I was an American and I was talking about Thanksgiving in the States, I would also have to include a fourth one, and that would include Black Friday. But Black Friday in Canada, not cool. It's whatever. States, yeah, that's huge. But in Canada, it's just more of a thing that's gravitated over that just to try to get more sales and stuff. I guess there are occasional sales, but that's another topic for another day, right? Okay, what are you talking about, Jeremiah? I'm talking about how to deal with these seasons, because here's the reality. Many times I've got clients coming in, and even three fingers pointing back to me, I've had times where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this day off or this vacation or this holiday season, and it sucks. Is that okay to say on YouTube? Is suck or succotash okay to use? I don't know. I hope it is. If I get banned, I guess I'll find out. We end up going through, like, we'll have a Christmas, and it's like, I can't wait for Christmas. I can't believe it's Christmas. And Christmas shows up, and it's like, it's like having a really bad date. Mistake. What's happening here? I'm with family. They're driving me crazy. My own kids are driving me crazy. I'm going crazy. What is happening? This is supposed to be this awesome day. Hey, maybe it's just good old summer vacation. I got 2 weeks off and I get sick and it's horrible and this is miserable. I need a vacation from my vacation. I want to suggest a different approach in whatever holiday season that you're entering into, okay? Are you ready? Here's what I want to do. I'm going to suggest that we actually shift, or what is known as a cognitive or a prefrontal cortex. Cognitive, which is our thoughts, a thought shift in how we deal with these seasonal seasons, festivities, vacations, whatever it is that you're dealing with, all right? Something that you're looking forward to that you end up not liking at the end. What do I do with that? The first thing I actually suggest to do is simply this. I would far rather someone adjust their thinking to anticipate, enjoy the anticipation of the holiday season that's coming up, rather than actually setting themselves up for failure with the actual day of. What are you talking about, Jeremiah? Well, let's use Christmas as an example. I would rather someone spend 20 to 30 days whenever you start, I guess some starting Christmas in July, if you've ever heard of that term. I would rather someone actually take that enjoyment of the seasonal time with the anticipation of the enjoyment of what I'm doing before, rather than the actual day of. So in other words, oh, I love those Christmas songs. Oh, I love purchasing gifts. I love getting everything set up. I love doing all of these things. And oh, we're going to see our family on, or Christmas Day, or in blended families. I'm going to see my 6 different families somehow within an 8-hour period of time. Exhausting. All of those different things. I'd rather someone enjoy the anticipation of. Because you're going to get more enjoyment, more joy, which, by the way, is a primary emotion, one that we should probably talk about sometime. But the primary emotion of joy, I'd rather that be there working through in a healthy way. By the ways, why is it healthy? Because that's where we get healthy releases of what's called dopamine, which is often a thing that helps support. That's why certain drugs that are out there help produce or support and release doses of dopamine in the body in a way that helps us feel better. Or serotonin's a different one. All sorts of different chemicals within our body to make us feel good, okay? And when we want to feel good, I would suggest enjoy the anticipation, all right? See, this way, if Christmas ends up being lousy, I've already enjoyed the build up to it. And if it ends up being awful and lousy, that's okay. I'm glad I enjoyed it and shifted my mental attitude. But is there a way we could maybe enjoy a horrible Christmas day? If you've ever had one. If not, please turn the video off. Stop watching this video. But I know I've had some pretty interesting Christmas days. All those hidden stories that I can't share online, right? All right. So here's the thing. I, again, would recommend for the second thing to do, building up to, that's number one. The second thing we need to do is shift our attitude in what we're going to do during these holiday seasons, all right? Specifically on days like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, et cetera, et cetera. And that's simply this. You actually got to go to work. Go to work? What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is you need to have the same attitude you go to work with. Hopefully it's a good attitude. If not, then you need to get in here or see a therapist to be able to help with that work ethic side so you can have a good positive work environment. But if you are in a place to where, yeah, work's tough some days, but overall I like my job, you need to take that attitude and either A, figure out how to do that, or if you already have that, take that and capture it and take that attitude at work and bring it into your work day, your holiday work day. What I'm saying is this: we often get into a very self-centered me mode, like on Christmas. Oh, we're Christmas. And we end up, rather than giving, we end up with this desire and needing to receive of what I need and want. The problem is that everyone else is also in that same boat, or could be in that same boat, where they're all trying to get their needs and wants met. And that is going to create an instant clash of where then, yeah, well, we were going to do this. Yeah, well, I wanted to do this. Well, we were supposed to do this, and we always do it this way, and clash. And then everyone's hurt feelings and everything. Hey, what if we take the work approach? This is a concept called serving. In leadership terms, there's a concept in leadership known as servanthood leadership. It's where I'm here to not just take everything from me, but I'm here to give back. I'm here to serve you today. I'm here to get up, to open gifts with you, or the night before if that's your tradition. And then when we go to the family space, hey, rather than just sitting on the couch and I just need a break from life, no, hey, grandma, how can I help today? And if they say nothing, no, well then fine. But if they go, yeah, I could really use help with the turkey right now, or I could really use help with some of the dishes right now, be a servant, give back, and help. There is proof that when we help, again, that serotonin, that dopamine, all of those good feelings that happen with these things, when we do this stuff, it shifts our brain and we actually feel good. Look, you're gonna be tired on a day like Christmas anyways, okay? It's just a reality because we're so busy. And maybe depending on what happened during our week, depending on what happened during the day, maybe I didn't sleep, maybe I was up till 2 a.m. trying to figure out this crazy thing and I can't figure it out. These are all things that actually can be takeaways that help us not have a good, healthy day on that seasonal holiday. Which is why we have to change and wake up going, I'm going to work. Because many of us, I know I have had to go to work being grumpy and crappy, but I have to put on and be professional. Well, let's do the same thing for that holiday. And maybe if it ends up being a better day than we anticipated, we now have had a great anticipatory to the season that's happening. And then we actually end up having a very solid work, but I feel good about myself and I feel good about helping others Christmas Day, which actually creates a win-win scenario. All right, YouTube, I hope that supports you to shift your attitude with whatever season, with whatever you're doing. Maybe there's some more we'll bring up and talk about this in a future video, but I think that's enough content for right now. Hey, if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe, all right? I know it's spoken quite often in all these videos, but it really does make a difference to know that these videos need and want to be continued to be made. All right, thanks so much, YouTube, wherever you are at. I hope all the best for you and have a great wherever you're at.